Welcome back to Queenie Connection. So great you can join us on the show. Lots of fundraisers happening this fall as always. The one here in Belleville we like to focus our attention on in October, coming up October 4th at Westwick's Park here in Belleville, is the Light the Night Walk in Belleville. It's for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada. So joining us, Liane Woodley back with the Carroll Crusaders, chair of the local organized event, and Shae-Lyn, a 3-time leukemia survivor. So great to have you on the show. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time.
We'll start off with you first, Liane. I mean, October 4th is a big day here at Westwick's Park for our Light the Night Belleville Walk. Walk us through kind of the lineup of things for folks.
Well, generally people arrive around 6 o'clock and there's registration, and we also have some fun things for kids and, tattoos and little bracelets and things that they can do. And there's music, of course, and people sort of, milling about. We also have up on the screen all of our donors and people that have sort of sponsored our event so people can see that. But I think it's just a really great time at the beginning of the event, people getting their lanterns, getting registered, but also just, getting to talk, getting to see people. I always wish that I had more time just to chat with everybody because it's such a nice way to connect to people in our community, and I really like that part.
Yeah, do we have a financial goal this year for the Belleville Walk, Liane?
Well, we're always looking to try and raise $100,000. We've never reached that goal. And I say 100,000 because $100,000 equals a research grant, which is a good amount of money. And that's the way that we're going to make change, and not only change for blood cancers, but other types of cancers as well, because research into blood cancer also helps many other types of cancers. So to me, like, research is paramount. And if we can get more money for research, then I think we can make great change.
Thanks, Liane. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's all about raising awareness and educating everyone about, the different treatments. And you did that so well on this show previously, promoting it last year. So I'm so glad you brought Shae-Lyn on. Shae-Lyn, it's so great to meet you. Really appreciate you taking the time. Walk us through your story, especially how you got involved with the Light the Night and Liane Woodley and her family.
Yeah, so when I was in my 4th year university at U Ottawa, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia in March 2020, so right when COVID started. And from there, I underwent a bunch of chemo treatments and regimes, and then I actually had my first stem cell transplant in August 2020 up in Ottawa, and my sister was my donor, which I was very fortunate because only 25% of siblings are eligible donors. And I only have one sister, and so she was the perfect match. So after I underwent my stem cell transplant, I was good. I was in remission, and I stayed in remission until October 2021, so just a little over a year, and I relapsed again. So I had underwent more chemo, and then I had a CAR T transplant, which essentially it was a new transplant in Canada at the time. And what the process kind of looked like was that they took my T cells, which are my immune cells, and they sent them away. Mine actually went to New Jersey. And then from there, they train your cells to fight cancer cells, and then they put the cells back into you so that they're like all trained to like fight your cancer cells. So that was about 50 days up in Ottawa. After that, I was good. I was back in remission again. And then May 2022, I ended up relapsing again, and I underwent immunotherapy this time. And then I had another stem cell transplant up in Ottawa from an unknown donor, someone off the registry. So I had that stem cell transplant December 2022. And so far, I am still in remission, still doing well. Throughout my journey, I had met many people who were also going through very similar situations, similar transplants as me. And it was through my friend Megan that she connected me with Liane, and I was able to share my story at the first Light the Night event that I was able to attend. And that's kind of how Liane and I got connected. And since then, we've been kind of tackling this together and working together to like raise money. And bring awareness to blood cancer and blood cancer research, something that I'm very passionate about. With Light the Night, it really just started with my mom, my dad, my sister, and I, and my fiance going to the Light the Night event together. And then from there, more family and more family friends have actually come out for Light the Night. So we kind of have a good gang that we have together. And I've raised awareness through my community and everything. I had huge community support during my journey. So then with doing the stem cell transplants, or sorry, the stem cell registries, I think that's also, Liane and I have also been able to go around and educate many young people about what the stem cell registry is and how easy it is just to join and to swab. It honestly only takes 5 minutes, and how big of an impact you can have if you follow through and you do get a call saying that you are like you're a match, and if you go through the process, like how much of an impact you can have on somebody.
Yeah,
You know,
thanks.
it was very interesting because we did a lot of young people. We did a couple, we did a soccer team and ended up getting a couple soccer teams. We did the Loyalist College women's basketball team, and a couple of the men's players came along as well. But you know, their willingness to do this, understanding the importance of it, but also understanding that. Oh, we also did a baseball team. Another person that I know, he coordinated for his ball team to do it. But the thing about it is, people don't know enough about it, and they still think that in every case it's going to be like a draw out of your hip, you know. And now it's quite a bit different for many cases. They can just put a needle in one arm, take out your blood, extract your stem cells, and then put the blood back in the other arm. So it's a long process, but it's not nearly as invasive as having somebody go into your hip to take out some bone marrow. So, you know, and the kids, I call them kids because to me, you're both kids, but the younger people, they're very willing to do it. They just don't know about it. Young people want to do something to help others, right? They want to save the world, and getting on the stem cell registry is just one small step to make, you know, someone else's life different. And Shae's a testament to that for sure.
Yeah, we're quickly running out of time, but I do want to touch on this, Liane. October 4th, Light the Night, of course, here in Belleville. Aside from the walk itself at Westwick's Park, Liane, you've got an online auction and a basketball event coming up at CSS. Walk us through that.
Yeah, the online auction is going to launch on October the 1st and go for till October the 5th. We have so many items on there donated by our community. Our community has been extremely generous, and you can go on now, though, onto the link. So I've been posting it. I can send it to you if you'd like as well. But you can go on the link now just to sort of peruse and see if there's something that you would like there. And then it's time to get on there and start bidding. But it's kind of nice because it's got items that are, it's very inclusive. So there's items that are like, you know, $20, and there are items that are, you know, $1,500. So it's a great auction. And again, thanks to our community because people have been so generous. We've also got Buckets for a Cause. Marin Edgett at Centennial, she organizes that, and it's a 3-on-3 tournament. People pay $60 for their team to enter, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to raise some money because people are active. Parents loved it last year, seeing their kids out there, you know, doing something that they love to raise money. We're also going to have a Spin for the Cure at Mindful Movements, and that's another great event. It costs $500 for your team. We ride for 5 hours. So you can ride one person for 5 hours, or you can have a team that rides for the 5 hours. But it's a fun event too, and we've had great donations from Metro, who donate all the goodies for the event and things like that, Gatorade and bars and fruit. And so that's another way that we raise funds, and that's going to happen in the end of October as well, October 25th at Mindful. And we're still looking for people that want to sponsor or want to be a major donor, and because that really helps our cause. But and we're also still looking for somebody that would be like, we could call it the the Loyalist College Light the Night. If Loyalist College donated, you do get, if you understand what I mean. So we're going to still look for something like that. But it's a great event, and just a great way to get our community together to support people that are impacted by blood cancer.
Yeah, and trying to find more title sponsors, right? So Liane and Shae, really appreciate it. For folks who want to register for the night, learn more, Liane, is a Facebook page the best way to go still?
You can do that, but you can also just go to lightthenight.ca, and that'll take you to the site for all of Canada. And right on there, the very first one is Belleville. So they just have to go and click the link for Belleville, and they can register as an individual. They can register as a team, or they can also register as join a team. So right now, I think there are about 7 teams that are registered, and so we're looking forward to a really good night and lots of people taking part.
Thanks, Liane and Shae. Really appreciate it. Shae, so glad you're doing well. Thanks so much for sharing your message. And Liane, as always, really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you out on event night. So thanks so much.
That would be great. All right. Thanks so much, Lindsay.